What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. It's been today's auction day, which means it's Tuesday, which means it's December the 3rd, 2019. Now, I don't know what day y'all are going to see this, but today is Tuesday, December the 3rd. All right, so we won a car, and we won it for $200. $200 winning bid out the door. They tried to get me at $400, then they tried at $375, and I was like, I'm not paying more than $200 for it, because there's a good possibility this car is going to turn out to be absolute junk, probably not worth putting any money into. And I don't even know why I'm trying to say that car, and I'm trying to hide it from you guys, I guess, but chances are it's going to be in the title anyway. So yeah, $200 winning bid, $340 out the door. That's fees and everything, $340, and they should be bringing it to me in just a second. As a matter of fact, it's a run and drive for $200 winning bid, $340 out the door. Let's check it out. And the moment you've all been waiting for. I'm not getting pulled over. Ain't nothing illegal about this car. The e46, baby. All-wheel drive. $200 bill. Oh, man. This thing is wild. Hey, man, it runs, though. It runs. It does. It may not be running very well, but it runs. And it's got good tires. And the tire's worth more than what I paid for the car. Ooh, smell that raw fuel. Hey, let's shut it off. I got the booster pack so I can fire it back up. They ain't gonna be able to hear me say anything. Whew. Wow. So, you know, a lot of you told me, don't buy it, Randy. It's a money pit. You're gonna regret it. And I said, well, then let's buy it. Let's absolutely buy it, because I am a sucker for punishment, a glutton for punishment. She's a little rough. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Now, I obviously I know nothing about this car other than other than we got it running the other day. I don't know if the tranny is any good. The front differential, I think this thing has like a 68 32 bias, rear end to front end differential. So it is all-wheel drive, but it's really designed to give you more of that rear wheel drive sports car feeling versus front wheel drive. But there is some front wheel drive, so I don't know, man. We don't know what could be wrong with it, other than it's got open headers. And there is, the reason I had him shut it off is so you guys could hear me, but there is there's an oxygen sensor. One of the main O2 sensors responsible for air fuel mixture is literally hanging under the car, and these headers are going to get extremely hot, and it is laying up against the header. So I need to let this cool off for a minute, and I'm going to reach down in there and try to pull that O2 sensor, move it out of the way. It'd be great if I could find the bung that it goes in and just plug it in. Actually, no, those are the never mind, those are not responsible for air fuel mixture. That's the cat. Either way, the cat O2 sensor, I still want to get it out of the way. I don't want it hanging down there with the wires melting. That's no good. It'll end up causing all kinds of problems, blowing a fuse or something. So I'm going to get that moved out of the way, and then we'll figure it out. But from there, we're going to try to get it home, and we're going to see if it'll drive. I do believe it'll drive, but we got to find out if the transmission's any good. If it's got a good engine, which it seems to have, it runs, and if it's got a good transmission, And if it has 4 good tires, which it does, the only thing in question right now is the transmission. Dude, we got this car for $340 out the door. It's a BMW. I don't care if it's got 225,000 miles, which it does. I don't care if it's in primer, which it is. I don't care if it's got no front end, which it doesn't. It's a 4-wheel drive, all-wheel drive BMW, man. It's an e46. We'll see. If the transmission turns out to be all right, then I'm going to say this was a score. Even if not, it's still a score, because rims and tires, that's worth more than the car right there. That Mishimoto cold air intake, that's worth some money. Those chrome headers, I don't know if those are worth anything or not, but they may be worth some money, and you still got the rest of the car. So I'm going to reach down there, get that O2 sensor out, and let's see if we can get this thing on the road. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the moment of truth is upon us. Oh, she's loud. That's second gear. Third gear. There's fourth gear. There we go. And overdrive. It took a minute to get there, but we are in overdrive. A $200 car. Are you kidding me? I got a $200 all-wheel drive BMW. Running and driving. And by the way, it's running great. Running great, guys. Driving smooth down the road. Wow. Hey man, I'm gonna call that a score right there. That is a win. What do you guys think? Alright, I'm gonna shut this camera off. Let's get this bad boy down the road a little bit, and let's see if we end up having any further problems out of it. First stoplight, is it gonna die? Sounds like it's gonna die. It didn't die. Thankfully, the battery's in the trunk, and I've got my booster pack hooked up to the battery in the trunk, so if it dies, it'll fire right back up. She ain't gonna die. She's gonna stay running. Let's get it back to the house. All right, boys and girls. As you can see, we made it back to the hacienda, to the house, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it's it's loud, man. It is ridiculously loud. Obviously, open headers, no cats, no nothing. But it actually runs decent. I'm sure there's about 30 codes for the engine stored in the computer. We'll have to figure out what all those are, but it actually runs and drives out great. Now, when you go to hit the brakes, you get a pretty serious wobble from the front, so I'm certain the front rotors are most likely just trashed. But it runs and drives so well. Now, I hope you can see I'm panning over all of this stuff here. We got a few extra pieces. I don't really know if any of this is useful to me at all or not, but I mean, it came with the parts. So, you know, it is what it is. I decided to quickly, before I recorded the video, throw some of these extra pieces back on, just so you can get an idea of what it looked like before the bumper came off. It's, well, you probably need to find another bumper for it, you know what I mean? I think if you put another aggressive bumper on it, it'd look real good, but this bumper is, it's, I don't know. I don't know if the bumper is worth fixing or not. You guys comment below. Maybe you've got a link to a bumper, or maybe we should just put an OEM bumper back on it. I don't know. I'm not even sure. I think it's missing pieces where the bumper is supposed to be held on like this. Anyway, the tires are good. It ran and drove solid. It was actually a very comfortable car considering its looks. Looking at it, you would think, whew, you know, but honestly, it wasn't too bad. Now, the bumper is just sitting on there. Obviously, it'll come back off. The grill, we only found one that had the chrome around it in the trunk, but we found a box that had these, and I'll have to get behind it and pop this back out because I don't think we're gonna stick with that. But these were brand new in a box. In fact, they were brand new in this box right here, and it had a part number. It's yeah, right there. Anyway, here's what we got with this car. Front license plate holder, and we got a fog light, some piece of trim, I'm guessing for the bumper. Oh, we got the trim for the doors. Good. I actually want to put those back on. More trim for the doors. I don't know what this is. I need a BMW guy to come down here and tell me what all of this is. These look like they probably go to a bumper or something as well. I don't know what that is either. Another piece of trim, maybe for a headlight. I don't know what that is either. Yeah, no clue what that is. A coil. Hey, that's always good. An extra coil. It's good to have. An elbow. Not sure what that is. We've got a OKC Energy license plate. All right. What is that? Is that an oil cap or a coolant cap? I don't know. You guys comment, tell me below what you think that is. Lots of pieces that I look at them. I have no clue what this stuff goes to. Obviously, another piece of bumper trim. Some trim. Maybe that's for the sunroof. You think? I don't know. A lower turn signal. The other lower turn signal housing. The other fog light. So it looks like we got a lot of the pieces that we're missing. This. What is this? A broken headlight, maybe? Don't know what that is. Again, another one of these pieces. Don't know what that is. Another one of these pieces. Not sure what that is. More of the side moldings. A little screen. And some very sharp looking shiv. Okay, so that's what we got in that box. Now moving into box number 2. Box number 2, we have a secondary air injection pump. At least I believe that's what that is. It's a Pierberg. And I'm almost certain that that is a secondary air injection pump. That's been up pretty good, but I would guess some kind of a mud guard or a fender liner or something. Another one of these damn pieces. What do these go to? Don't know what that is either. Okay. This almost looks like part of the secondary air injection system, or maybe part of the EGR system. What do you guys think? EGR system? Vacuum actuated? What is this? Man, you guys are gonna have a field day with me. What is all this stuff? All these extra parts and hoses, more stuff, more hoses, just a giant piece of hose. This looks like part of an emission system, part of the evap system or something. Somebody, maybe they deleted. There's an O2 sensor right there. I think somebody got in here and deleted the emissions. That's my guess anyway. I don't really know. I'm hoping we have the majority of the exhaust here. I would kind of like to put it back on the car, or maybe I need to go try to find an axle back. All I know at this point is it runs and it drives. It's just through all the gears. That's all I can tell you. It actually runs and drives fairly well. I wouldn't say great or excellent or anything, but runs and drives fairly well, especially for a $200 car or $340 out the door. So we've got our original catalytic converters. These are part of the exhaust manifolds, as you can see. So we got the original manifolds, downpipes, and obviously this is the part, the mid pipe. So this will connect to those, or it should connect straight up to the headers that are underneath it, which goes into probably a little bit of a resonator right there. And at that point, I would guess that it connects to here somewhere or another, probably right there, and then goes into this. Now, what this piece is here, I have no idea. I don't know what that is. So if anybody knows what this red piece is, that says 95HZ with a bolt going right through the middle of it, What is that? There's no electrical. It's just bolted to it. I don't know what the hell it is. Some kind of a weight, a dampener maybe? Feels like it's just some kind of a counterweight or something. Then it goes back to here, and then it looks like it was just cut off, jagged. So I don't know. Got some extra kicker speakers. Looks like we got more emissions components that were removed. It looks like a lot of stuff was just taken off of this car. We do have the rear view mirror. That's nice to have. Looks like it's still got, I think this is complete. It's got its connector and everything. More miscellaneous pieces. So I don't know, guys. Maybe I need to go online, see if I can find a cheap, like header back exhaust for this, just a cheap, easy bolt-on kit. Maybe I should see about putting this back on, although I'm not sure how well those headers are going to sound with the factory exhaust. In fact, that kind of defeats the purpose of having the headers to begin with. You really want it open and free-flowing. We didn't spend much on the car, so I'll look into some parts and pieces. Now you can get a better idea of what the interior looks like. I'll show you now that we've got all the garbage out of the car. Well, not garbage, all of the pieces. We'll definitely need to run the codes and figure out, man, big shout out to Jump and Carry again. I left that thing hooked up to the battery all the way home. That thing is a lifesaver. Excuse me, I'm still losing my voice. My voice is in and out from being sick. And here it is, man. Here's the back seat, the headliner, you know, falling down. I don't know what I'm going to do with this car, guys. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't know what I'm going to do. This door card looks all right, which is crazy. In fact, the back, no, this is the only one that's all right, but this handle here got a little damaged. It's not the worst. It's in pretty rough shape, but it is a BMW. So I've seen a lot worse from these cars. I guess comment below, tell me what you think, man. I don't know. There's so many options, and I really just, I don't know which way to go with it. I don't know if we should just be happy that we got one that runs and drives, has a good transmission. Apparently the four-wheel drive system is working properly in it because we're not having any problems out of it. I had no problems with shifting at all. One thing I didn't see was the lock key for these wheels, because I think there's at least one wheel on here that has a lock on it, so I'll have to search around for that. Those don't. I'm certain I saw one wheel that had what looked like a wheel lock on it. I guess I was wrong. That must be the other car that we won. Oh, I didn't tell you we won another car, did I? Okay, anyway, that's going to be it for the video, guys. Big shout out to Tim for coming out and helping out today. And I guess comment below and tell me your thoughts. If you know what any of these extra parts are, comment that down below. And then tell me what you think, because I'm half tempted just to put it back together and sell it. Maybe put the original manifolds on it, get the original exhaust on it, clean it up, maybe put a paint job on it and sell it. Or should we continue with a crazy loud exhaust, paint it, and try to find a bumper, you know, put a few pieces back on it? Either way, I haven't decided, so you guys can comment below. Tell me what your thoughts are on the e46, the 2001, I believe, 325 XI, because it is the all-wheel drive. All right, that's going to be it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed the content, give the video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share the video content with any of your friends that might enjoy this type of content. And if you're not currently subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and don't forget the bell icon. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Auto Auction Rebuilds. Leave your thoughts below, guys. I appreciate all of you for watching and making this fun stuff possible. Until next time, stay safe out there. I will catch you all very soon in the next one.